You ever get that feeling, that spark in the air, when you know something's shifting inside a locker room? Not chaos, not conflict, but momentum. That's what I felt when I heard what was going on in Cleveland. Because right now, inside the Browns facility, the energy is different. The leaders, the real voices of that team, are all rallying behind one name, Shedeur Sanders. And make no mistake, this isn't about hype. It's not about name recognition or headlines. It's about respect earned the hard way. From what I'm hearing, guys like Myles Garrett and Jeudy aren't just backing Shadur, they're demanding he gets promoted to QB2. And trust me, they're not saying that lightly. When someone like Myles Garrett speaks, people listen. He's not just the face of that defense, he's the heartbeat of the entire team. And Garrett didn't sugarcoat it. Shedeur Sanders has earned his place.
Tired of boring phone cases? Here's your chance. My Etsy shop is packed with exclusive designs that let you show off your team pride in style. And the best part, you'll unlock discounts when you hit favorite, more savings when you add to cart, and even surprise discounts on your second purchase. Don't wait. Click the link in the description and grab your favorite now.
He talked about Shedeur's commitment, how the kids in the facility before sunrise and still there long after everyone else leaves. You can't teach that. That kind of grind, that kind of obsession. That's something you either have or you don't. And here's what sets Shedeur apart. He's not just putting in hours, he's intentional with it. Garrett said Shedeur spends time in the coaches' offices, breaking down film, asking the right questions, figuring out how to sharpen every single detail of his game. He's not chasing approval, he's chasing greatness. That's what blew Garrett away. He said it's the kind of maturity you don't see often, especially from a young quarterback trying to make his mark. In a league where ego can kill potential faster than injury, Shedeur's focus and humility are what stand out most. According to Myles, that level of professionalism, that quiet leadership, deserves recognition. And that's why he's speaking up. Because it's one thing to talk about next man up. It's another thing to earn that trust every single day. But Myles Garrett isn't the only one seeing it. Jeudy stepped right into the spotlight and said what a lot of people in the building have been thinking: why isn't Shedeur moving up the depth chart? Jeudy questioned head coach Kevin Stefanski's hesitation. And honestly, he's got a point. With Joe Flacco no longer part of the team, the quarterback room feels wide open. So why hold back a guy who's clearly ready to lead? Jeudy didn't dance around it. He said Shedeur's been one of the most consistent players since day one. Back in OTAs, through minicamp, through every rep, he's shown up, on time, focused, locked in. Alongside Dillon Gabriel, he's been that steady presence every coach dreams of, dependable, mature, and all in. Jeudy said it himself, "I trust those guys." And in the NFL, trust doesn't come cheap. It's earned in the film room, in the weight room, on those silent practice fields when nobody's watching. Jeudy emphasized how Shedeur's attitude is infectious, that calm, confident energy that steadies everyone around him. He believes once Shedeur gets a shot, once the lights are on and the ball's in his hands, the entire stadium's going to understand what the locker room already knows: this kid belongs. Now, here's where things get complicated. While Garrett and Jeudy are both making noise in Shedeur's favor, Coach Stefanski seems reluctant to make any official moves, not yet. And that's fueling the conversation even more. The fans are buzzing, the media's circling, and inside that locker room, players are starting to take sides, not out of division, but out of passion. Because they see what Shedeur's doing every day. They see the leadership, the drive, the respect he's earned from veterans who don't hand out praise easily. I'll tell you what, you can't fake that. When seasoned pros like Myles Garrett and Jeudy go to bat for you publicly, it's because they've seen something real. And it's not hard to see where Shedeur gets that mindset from. He's the son of Shedeur Sanders, primetime himself, a man who knows exactly what it takes to demand excellence. But Shedeur's not leaning on his father's name. He's building his own, brick by brick, rep by rep, hour by hour. So yeah, the Browns might not have made it official yet, but you can feel it coming. This story isn't about politics or playbooks anymore. It's about a young man earning the trust of an entire organization from the inside out. And when that day comes, when Stefanski finally gives him the nod and says, "You're up," you can bet Shedeur Sanders will be ready. Because everything he's done, every early morning, every late night, every quiet moment of discipline, has been leading to that single opportunity. When it happens, it won't just be another snap or another drive. It'll be the moment the Cleveland Browns realize they found something special. Not hype, not potential, but the kind of player who can lead them into a brand new era. You know, sometimes in this game, moments of truth don't come under the stadium lights. They come in the quiet, honest exchanges between players and reporters. And that's exactly what happened when Mary Kay asked Jeudy about Shedeur Sanders' recent statement, the one where Shadur confidently declared that he's absolutely ready to play. That was the kind of boldness that could have sparked controversy, especially for a young quarterback still waiting for his shot. But instead of dismissing it, Jeudy leaned in with total respect and pride. He didn't just agree, he doubled down. He spoke about Shadur like a man who's seen the grind up close. Jeudy talked about how Shadur's been putting in the work, not just running drills or memorizing plays, but truly learning the game, mastering it from every angle. From the first snap to the final whistle, he's been studying coverages, understanding pressure situations, and taking every coaching instruction to heart. Jeudy said he's been doing a great job understanding the plays, doing whatever the coaches ask, and just being a pro. And you could feel it, this wasn't just lip service. This was a veteran acknowledging a young player who's earned respect the right way. What struck me most was when Jeudy said that once Shadur gets his chance, he'll take full advantage of it. That kind of endorsement doesn't come lightly. It's a statement from someone who knows what real preparation looks like, and it was clear Shadur has been putting in the hours, the discipline, and the focus to be ready when the moment arrives. But here's the problem. Despite all that effort, despite the support from the locker room, head coach Kevin Stefanski continues to hold Shadur back. Over and over, he's told the media that he's not ready to take risks with a young quarterback. He said it's about doing what's best for the team and focusing on development. But let's be honest, at some point that line between caution and hesitation starts to blur. You begin to wonder if Stefanski's playing it safe, or if he's just afraid to trust what's right in front of him. What makes it even harder to swallow is the inconsistency. Stefanski keeps pointing to Shedur's age and inexperience as reasons to keep him on the bench, but at the same time, he's giving snaps to players like Judkins, a guy who didn't even have a full training camp. Judkins was thrown straight into the fire and told to prove himself. So if he's being given that chance, why can't Shadur? What makes him any different? When you're building for the future, that kind of logic doesn't hold up. And that's where people started speaking out. Dan Orlovsky was one of the first to say what a lot of fans and analysts were already thinking. He didn't mince words. He said it was disappointing that Shedeur Sanders hasn't even been promoted to QB2 yet, especially in a season where the competition for that spot is practically non-existent. Orlovsky asked the question everyone's been avoiding. What happened to the plan? The plan that was supposed to focus on developing young quarterbacks like Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders for the team's future. The plan that was supposed to define what this season was all about, building, learning, and preparing the next generation of leaders in Cleveland. Instead, what we've gotten feels disorganized and uncertain. Stefanski keeps sending mixed signals, saying the team's focused on growth while making decisions that contradict that vision. Orlovsky pointed out that if Shadur hasn't done enough to at least earn the backup role by now, then something's wrong. Either the evaluation process is broken or the leadership isn't being honest about its direction. And honestly, he's right, because this season isn't about perfection. It's about discovery. It's about finding out who's ready to step up when their number's called. And inside that Browns locker room, you can feel the shift happening. Guys like Myles Garrett, Jeudy, and other veterans are starting to voice their support more openly. They're not just backing Shadur because he's Deion Sanders' son. They're backing him because they've seen what he's capable of, his maturity, his work ethic, his focus. Every day in practice, he shows up like a professional. He studies the tape, stays late, and asks questions that show he's thinking like a leader. This isn't a kid writing on his name. This is a quarterback who's trying to build his own legacy, one rep at a time. And when the locker room starts to believe in someone like that, it matters. Players can sense who's real and who's not. They know when a teammate is ready to take the next step. That kind of belief can't be faked. And the longer Stefanski ignores it, the more tension he risks building. Because when your players are rallying around someone and the coaching staff doesn't respond, it sends a dangerous message that effort doesn't matter, that merit takes a back seat to caution. And that's how locker rooms start to fracture. The truth is, Shedeur Sanders has done everything the right way. He hasn't complained. He hasn't demanded attention. He's stayed patient, stayed humble, and kept his head down. And in today's NFL, where social media noise can easily take over, that kind of discipline is rare. He's followed every instruction, earned every ounce of respect, and proved that he's ready for a bigger role. So let's be honest, naming him QB2 isn't a risk. It's a reward for consistency. It's a statement that hard work means something in this league. It's also an investment in the future, because if Cleveland truly wants to build something lasting, it starts by trusting the guys who are earning it every day. This isn't just about one young quarterback. It's about what kind of team the Browns want to be. Do they want to stay stuck in hesitation, clinging to the same old fears? Or do they want to take a step forward, embrace growth, and prepare for what's coming next? Because make no mistake, Shedeur Sanders is the future. The talent is there. The mindset is there. The belief from his teammates is already there. All that's missing is the chance. And if Kevin Stefanski is serious about developing the next generation of Browns football, if he truly wants to build a culture of accountability and trust, then it's time to let the kid play. Because keeping him on the sideline doesn't just slow down his growth. It holds back the entire organization. The locker room's ready. The fans are ready. And most importantly, Shedeur Sanders is ready. The future isn't waiting anymore. It's right here, wearing number 2, ready to prove that when the moment finally comes, he won't just step up. He'll rise above every doubt and make the Browns believe again.